Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is Joanne and I'm so glad you've decided to join me today. If you're new to my channel, well, I hope you stick around, and if you see what you like, maybe become a subscriber, because I would love for you to join my YouTube family. And to my subscribers, well, you know I love you and am so appreciative of your comments and your continued support. Thank you. Alright, today we haven't had one of these in a long time, so we're going to do a mini craft haul. Well, it's craft, it's stuff I like from the Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 tree, depending on where you are. Let me just check, make sure, okay. Alright, so first thing, I apologize, I just had my daughter dye my hair, and I just wanted to get this out to you because it's been over a week, so I apologize. But the lipstick I'm wearing is from the Dollar Tree, and it's called Frozen Berries. Oh, Frozen Berries. It's a little more purple than I like, but for $1. I cannot believe I just found these today. I went out, it was the first time it's Monday, and we had a huge blizzard on Saturday. We got 20 inches, so yeah. But I found them, they're so cute. For $1, I'm still $1, but even for $1.25, they're well made. You can't make this for $1, and we have a big house to decorate now. Not that I really decorate a lot for Valentine's, but I am going to do some DIYs for Valentine's, so those are coming up very soon. I got a couple of these. They're styrofoam, but I love the shape. I love when the heart kind of curves, so I got a couple of those. I bought this because I love the cursive. It's very, very pretty. And I bought this because it was purple. Purple is, well, it's lavender, and it's just very pretty, very different. So, yeah. And I bought this heart wreath form. Don't know what I'm doing with any of this stuff, but it's okay. I got this, it's table scatter, and the reason why I got this is because I do a gingerbread tree, and I bought a kind of like a felt plain tree skirt, and what I'm going to do is put the Dollar Tree felt gingerbread men, going to decorate those, and then going to put these in between the gingerbread guys. So that's why I bought those. And they are getting all their Easter in. Holy cow. So I picked up a bunch of ribbon. This one just says Happy Easter, I think. Yep, Happy Easter. And then this one is just a cute little lavender polka dot. This one is the pastel plaid. This one is a multicolor polka dot. Of course, you have to get the blue truck with the carrot in the back. And then this one, I thought it was Easter eggs, but someone said it was jelly bean. No, this one is Easter eggs. Definitely Easter eggs. And then they have all these out. The little chickies, the little bunnies, the little carrots. They had another one too. I think it's a different kind of bunny. I didn't get that. And I got this. Oh my God. This in a wreath, we're going to do it with bunny ears. Hello. Just too cute. So I got a couple of those. Oh, Easter eggs. That was the other one. I did get it. Okay. This is an Easter, but I've never seen the houses, and you know I love all things houses. So yeah, those are going to be great for a DIY. And I got these in the plain wood last year, but this has like a wood grain to it, so I really like that look. And then they had it in the Easter egg. Again, really love that. And then they had these. They have them in different colors, though this one's not even finished. But they look shiplap. And they had them in pink, blue, lavender, and possibly green, if you can get them. And then I got a couple of these. and we're going to do a DIY very soon with this. I'm going to make it three-dimensional. I love hot air balloons, and this is the perfect form for that. You can just build on this. Beautiful. So yeah, I've been shopping. I'm trying not to buy too much because I have so much to work with, and I'm trying to use what I have. So I'm going to kind of give myself a budget of $10 a week at Dollar Tree, no more, because there shouldn't be anything there unless it's incredible. But they are really coming up with some incredible stuff lately, like really pushing the A game. So today we are going to do some winter themed DIYs. Very easy. If you're new to my channel, we are the home of Try Lab, because all we want you to do is try. Especially if you don't think you're creative, you are. I will help you every step of the way. If you have any questions or comments, or if there's like you need to know the list of the items that I used in the project, just leave a comment. I will get back to you. I will gladly share that information with you. So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, so let's get going. 3 DIYs coming up. The first one is going to be, well, it's kind of held over from Christmas, but if you don't put the star on it, it is definitely something you could keep out all winter long. So come along and let's create these together. So I saw something similar to this on a website. It said Noel, but I wanted to use the word rejoice. I just think it's a beautiful word, and yeah. So these are from the Dollar Tree. The trees are from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do, I took all the tags off, and there's definitely a wood grain, so I wanted all the wood grain to go the same way. So I lined it up. And then I put my trees, and these are so wide that these are going to have to go at the end. This one is going to go in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. And then these will go next to this one, I think. Alright, so all I do is I'm going to drill a hole in the top. Ooh. Didn't realize it was hollow in the middle. And then I took the bottoms off. They twist off. And save these because you can definitely use them for something else. Whether it's fairy garden furniture or an ornament, they would be great. And then this will go in the hole. We'll hot glue it, and then it'll go right in the hole. But the first thing I'm going to do is take my antique wax and darken these up. You know, I wondered if I should do them white and then just distress them instead of dark. I think that's what I'm going to do. And of course, if you wanted something colorful, like Christmas colors, or if you want to you could keep this out all year long. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. You could do different colors, Christmas colors, whatever matches your decor. But I think I'm gonna like the white with the distressing. Alright, so let me paint these and then I'll be back. They're all painted white, and then I just went back with my antique wax, and you just have to do the front and the back. Actually, the blocks on the ends will have to be done on the side too. And if you think you did too much, you can take some off. You could go back with your white. And then I did the tops, but you really don't have to because I'm going to cover those. But just lightly. That's it. Alright, so now we're going to figure out. What I noticed is I had a block from a long time ago and I never used it, and then I bought these other ones recently, and the old blocks were solid, the new blocks are hollow, so very interesting. So then we're just going to hot glue, actually we should wood glue, but I was gonna put these, but I think they're too big, so I'm gonna go to my stash and find some smaller ones. Alright, so since the letters I picked out were this really pretty snowy white, I needed something a little darker, so I went and watered some of the antique wax down and went over that to make it a little bit darker. And then I drilled in a couple more holes, so these are going to go right there. This is going to go that one. Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to do was add snow. I have this batting that picks up absolutely everything, and we're going to put the batting under the trees. So I'm just going to take my scissors, cut this in half. Underneath the tree. And then we go around the back. Do the same thing. And I'm putting a little extra because this tree seems to want to not cooperate. I think I may just put another little piece just to secure this tree a little bit more. Yeah. again, you can use any amount of blocks. You can write any word you want. I mean, if you want a really long one and said Merry Christmas, you know, have at it. But that's all there is to it. Very, very simple, very fast, and I love it. Okay, so when I saw this, I just felt like it needed more, and I wanted to add this star, which this is how it originally came, and I painted it. I found that at a Christmas tree shop, but these were sold at the Dollar Tree, and that would work just as well. So I just drilled a hole. This is actually from a wire hanger, and I just bent this and put that in, and I really love this piece. But I also wanted to give you, my daughter was commenting how expensive it was because you had to buy all the blocks. So I made this one, but I used one of these, which of course they sell all throughout the year. And you could cut it if you didn't want it this long, because it is longer than the blocks. So I wanted to add more trees, but you don't have to. And now my daughter is going to use her Cricut, and we're going to put some kind of, winter wonderland saying there. But I just wanted to give you that option, because instead of spending $1 for each block, you just buy this one piece of wood and drill holes in it. And again, you don't even have to. If you don't have a drill, you could just glue the trees on the tops on their stands. Alright, so I hope you really like this, and get ready for the next DIY. Okay, so I saw something similar. Well, I got the idea from another crafter. I'm sorry I didn't get her name, but I really love this idea. So and you can still keep this up all winter long. It doesn't have to be, even though these were sold at Christmas time, it's going to be very wintry looking. So I had this really tall vase. I don't know if that's from the Dollar Tree, but these definitely are from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a trio. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some, and I did wash them, and then I wiped the outside with alcohol. They say that it helps the glue to stick better. So I'm going to take this up, there we go, and we're going to put the Mod Podge all over the window cling. I love winter scenes. I love anything to do with houses and villages and all of that. So I just thought this was so awesome. And the woman who did this, she put a candle in it. But I'm going to put a floating candle in it because I don't like the light at the bottom. I want the light to be on the top. So I'm going to put water in. And of course, all we're going to do is go along the bottom. And we'll take another couple of houses and add those in. I only needed one. And then I'm going to do another layer of Mod Podge over this. And then we're going to let that dry. Alright, so I'm going to do that to all three vases, and I'll be back. Okay, and this is what they look like. I got 3 of these out of 2 window things, and I had a little bit left over, so I put the single ones on these glass ornaments, and I'll decorate those later. So now I want to decorate the top to make it look frosty. So I have this, it's like crushed glass. I got it from Michael's, but you could use glitter, you know, any kind of snowy stuff that you have. And I'm using tacky glue, and I'm just going to make it look like icicles all, oops, along the top. Now you've got to do this in sections, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll move it a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take some of this glass and put that in there. Just to give it another frosty dimension. And it's really going to make it look high end. And there you go. So I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then I'll do more. I'll come back when all of this is done.
Okay, so I didn't realize that my microphone wasn't on, but what I wanted to show was that using the tacky glue, you can see some of it, which is fine. It looks frosty, but I realized later that you could also use hot glue, and it would be faster, and you wouldn't have to wait. Now here I'm using a sparkle glitter. They do sell this at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just putting little dots all over. Now you can see the snowflakes. Those were also on the window clings, so I put those on. But this, I'm just randomly putting dots of this iridescent glitter, so it just looks like it is snowing. And of course we're going to wait for this to dry.
Okay, this took days to dry and get it right because some of it slid down. And then as an afterthought, I thought I could have used hot glue and it would have stayed in place, because I don't know if you can see, but there's spaces where there's just the glue. Now that doesn't bother me because it just looks frosty. And if you notice where I put the Mod Podge over the image, it also looks frosty. So if you don't like that look, if it looks dirty to you or not, you know, don't Mod Podge over the front. Just Mod Podge the back very carefully, and then just place it down. The person that I saw this from, I think, was Creating Through Chaos. I think that's her channel. And I went above and beyond a few steps that she did. But what I wanted to show you is just finishing off. I just take my white puffy paint and I follow the roof line, and it doesn't have to be neat because it's falling snow. We just had a blizzard. Yeah, we got at least 18 to 20 inches. So I'm slowly but surely getting the snow shoveled. And then I go along the bottom too, and a little bit on the trees, and again along the roof line, the top of the chimney. And again, I did this in sections so that I would do this, and then I don't fill the whole roof. I just put lines like as if the snow is drifted, and then there's more along the way here. I did it in thirds so that it could dry. And then I just sprinkled with my fine glitter. And that's that. Now we'll let that dry. And these are dried already, so I want to show you why I use the floating handle. The woman who I saw this done just put one of those battery operated candles in there. She just threw it in there, and that's fine. But I like, the light was way up here and I wanted the scene to be lit. So I'm pouring some water in there, just enough so that this could actually lose a little bit, because I want the light, and these I got from Dollar Tree, I want the light to be behind the scene. I want the village to be light up. So we're going to try this. And there you go. And of course, you could bring the water level up, be easier to light. But I just like that and you could do different levels if you have multiple jars, you know. But yeah, I just think this is really pretty, and it's something that could be out all winter long. So okay, get ready for DIY number 3. Okay, this isn't exactly a winter DIY, but I found this in this calendar, the farmhouse calendar, and since January will be over tomorrow, I thought I would use this to make a picture. This is just a process in my head, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to match the background of this. So the first thing we're going to do is put a paint this with the white chalk paint from Waverly. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is paint it with the chalk paint from Waverly. And then we will distress it with the antique wax. Mine is from Fogart, but you can use the one from Waverly as well. Alright, so let me do this and I'll be back. I do want to mention this is a 12 by 16 canvas. I do believe Dollar Tree sells them that size. And you know, hopefully you can find one. If not, Michael's or Joann's. But the calendars are 12 by 12, so you need something at least 12 inches wide. If you got a 12 by 12, you know, this would fit the whole thing. But I'm going to decorate a little bit down here too. So this is all painted with the chalk white, and now I'm going to take some of the antique wax . I don't want it very heavy, so I'm adding some water, and I'm just dry brushing, so it's just lightly. And if you notice, well, I don't know if you can notice, but if you have the calendar, you'll see that the streaks are all going this way. So we're going to match the streaks on that. But it's very, very light, so I'm going to take some water and wipe these down so they're not so strong. And I think I may even go back with some white because it really is very light on there. I don't spray it directly on the canvas because then you might get a puddle, and you certainly don't want that. Alright, I'm going to go back with the white. And go over that lightly. And again, lightly. Okay, we're going to wait for this to dry. So, I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. It's in their vinyl section. And it happens to be just 12 inches, so that's perfect. I just cut a piece to cover the bottom here. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to Mod Podge. This is sticky already, but I'm still going to put Mod Podge over the whole thing. So, we'll get my Mod Podge out. Pour it. I think it'll be just easier. And then the calendar picture is just a little under 12, so there's a little bit of the edge that shows, but I probably am going to put some ribbon around the edges. So I'm not too worried about that. So I need to cut off. Well, maybe I'll put a bow up there. Maybe I won't cut it off. I was talking about the hole in the calendar. I'm trying to get it even, or as even as I can. The best way to do this is to measure, Joanne. So yeah, it's just a little under 12, so just a little under 6. Yeah, so that's the middle. Good eye, Joanne, good eye. Alright, and then I'm just going to put that down. I'm going to get my to go from the middle out, so if there's any excess glue, it'll go to the sides. lights in the wreath. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. There is wrinkles, but it's okay. It adds to the charm. Alright, so let me get my ribbon. This is from Dollar Tree. I love this ribbon. Absolutely love this ribbon. So go all the way up there. And we will cut it. I like to put a little tacky glue on it so it doesn't fray. Alright, so I'm going to do that around all four sides and I'll be back. So this is what it looks like. This is just too plain for me. I was going to take two of those crates and glue them down here, and you could put like greenery or something in it. But then I remembered I have these houses from Christmas, and I thought, I think I'll put a little house. So I'm going to try to use most of the colors that are in here. So the roof is going to be that antique wax. And then the house is going to be white, and I'm going to do the tree in some kind of greens. So let me do that and I'll be back. So I painted this white and this the same antique wax, and then I just added a little bit of the ribbon over here, and then I put it here, and then it just still needed a little something, so I made this bow. And all this is pieces of ribbon. Like I had this farm ribbon, and I had this cherry ribbon and some green ribbon, and you just take pieces and you stack them, and then I tied it with jute. And so now I'm going to glue this to the top, and then I found a black button, and that's going to go in the middle, and that's going to be that. And then on the back I'm going to hot glue a sawtooth hanger. I will probably go back with some E6000 because I don't really trust that. But that's it. Alright, I hope you really like these DIYs. Please, if you haven't become a subscriber, I would love for you to become a subscriber. To my subscribers, you know I love you. Please leave comments, give it a thumbs up, share it. I really appreciate it so much. And as we say at Artistry Collaborative, just keep on creating. And there you go, the final reveal.